Carly, I'm going to send it over to you. I know you're eyeballing Milton.
Yeah, this has been a pretty big hurricane season, especially for the Gulf of Mexico. But here's a look back at our 2024 season, what we have been looking at. So you can see here all of the storms that we've seen so far, several staying out in the Atlantic, such as Leslie. Kirk is now weakened as we speak. But overall, when we take a closer look at the Gulf, we started with Alberto, which brought some surge to the coastal bend, even though it was very far south of our location. Beryl was a close call. Chris quickly went on a similar path just south of Alberto, picked up our wave action locally. Then we saw Francine get very close as well to the coastal bend and track toward Louisiana as a hurricane. And then, of course, Debbie also, I skipped over that one, went on a similar path to Helene, but was slightly weaker, but still a hurricane in the Big Bend region of Florida. So 2 hurricanes have already hit Florida, and now Milton, of course, is on the way. So to put things into perspective, Milton's storm surge is going to be very destructive. We're talking 10 to 15 foot surge for the Tampa Bay area, even possible down closer to Fort Myers, especially as this center line starts to shift a little bit further south. So that would be the best case scenario for Tampa, still in the path of some of the worst storm surge as we speak, though, with the current line. Just a reminder, 2 years ago was another Category 5 hurricane that was on track toward Florida. That hit near Fort Myers. This is Hurricane Ian's center line, so not much of a difference there. That was just 2 years ago. So this part of Florida really still recovering from several impacts, not only this year, but 2 years ago, right? Locally, what we are going to be dealing with, we'll talk more coming up, but that's going to be coastal flooding, some minor coastal flooding, and wave action creating a dangerous rip current. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. John Thomas.